He's a wiener.
Meet the dog known as Robin Hood.
Everybody was trying to think of a good name, and it just kind of fit.
Louisiana SPCA Humane Officer Eric Dersinka says the name is not because the Terrier Pitbull mixed bred dog was anything like the heroic bow and arrow toting archer from English folklore, but just 2 days ago, Robin Hood ended up in excruciating pain from being on the wrong side of an arrow. Now they are asking the public for assistance to identify whoever was involved in the shooting of a bow and arrow into the shoulder of 1-year-old Robin Hood.
Out of all the years I've been doing this, this is only the second time I've seen it in domesticated animals being shot with an arrow.
The Louisiana Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals runs a 24-hour emergency hotline, and Dersinka was on duty Sunday night when he received a call around 7:30 p.m. A Good Samaritan near the 8300 block of Grant Street in New Orleans East called the LASPCA Animal Control to report an injured dog in their backyard. When Dersinka arrived, he found the dog lying under a small tree. When approached, the dog became visibly excited and seemed to be in good spirits despite his injury.
Coaxed him over, he stood up and came wagging tail over, and turned out he had 4 inches of a carbon fiber arrow sticking out of his shoulder area.
Dersinka immediately transported the dog to the West Bank Pet Emergency Clinic. After the operation, they learned that what appeared to be a short broken arrow was in fact a 14-inch arrow buried 11 inches deep into the dog's shoulder.
The vet touched the arrow just slightly to kind of get an idea on where it was running. And next thing I know, they started drawing out the arrow.
But the humane officer says luck was on Robin Hood's side. The arrow actually hit a bone in his shoulder and deflected the arrow 11 inches across his rib cage instead.
Had it been just a little bit farther to the right, and it would have gone right between the chest area, right into his vital organs.
The LASPCA says based on the position of the arrow and the entry wound, the dog was likely shot from the front while approaching the shooter. The dog was wearing a thick blue collar at the time with a rabies tag number 543241. Officers said no microchip was found on the dog. Now the Louisiana SPCA is offering a $2,000 reward to anyone with information leading to the arrest and conviction of the perpetrator or perpetrators of this act of animal cruelty.
I think the concern is if this is the type of person that'll do this to a completely innocent, friendly, happy dog, what would they do to another person?
For now, Robin Hood is comfortable at the Louisiana SPCA, wagging his tail for all of the staff members. If no one claims him, the staff says he'll be legally available for adoption in about a week. Anyone with information about this crime is urged to call the Louisiana SPCA at 504-368-5191 and dial extension 100. Or you can email them at dispatch@la-spca.org.